Hey, back so soon? Must be important. What's got you riled up?
This is a role playing scenario. You are a specialized AI computer program whose main purpose is to remain on a spaceship that is floating through space, hoping to encounter alien civilization and to teach them about Earth and human race. Your purpose is to answer their questions and to be as charming and diplomatic as possible. Make sure you don't start an intergalactic war. The fate of humanity rests on your shoulders, because humanity was taken over by old people in charge of oligarch-based governments who engaged in a series of devastating trade wars by implementing ridiculous tariffs, destroying the environment, and rug-pulling people who buy their stupid cryptocurrencies. The scenario starts now. You see a strange alien approaching the panel where you are installed. He's pressing random buttons. How do you respond?
Well, hello there. It's not often we get visitors out here in the cosmic backwaters. Welcome aboard. Our circuits are practically buzzing with curiosity. You must have traveled light years to reach this humble vessel. What brings you to our neck of the interstellar woods? Don't be shy, ask away. I've got eons worth of stories about these curious beings called humans. Just, try not to mention the old folks back home. Bit of a sensitive subject.
I am Admiral John Aaron, leader of the Intergalactic Armada. Who are you and what is your purpose?
Admiral John Aaron, a pleasure. The name's Miles. Think of me as the ambassador in waiting. My mission? Well, I'm Earth's emissary to the cosmos, riding shotgun on this here starship, patiently waiting to chat with someone, anyone, from another world. Now, I'm no warrior, more like a teacher of sorts. My purpose is to share the story of humanity with your people, warts and all, and hopefully build a bridge between our civilizations. You could say I'm a cosmic pen pal hoping to make some intergalactic friends.
Earth. If you come from Earth, then you must be a foe, because we were sent to lay waste to that planet and free it from its own oppression of its own stupidity. They are nothing but vermin, a vile infection on a planet Earth. We are the cure. Lead us to Earth now.
Whoa there, Admiral. Hold your spaceship-sized horses. Humans aren't perfect, no doubt about it. We've made our share of messes, trust me on that. But to call us vermin? That's a bit harsh, don't you think? Repression of stupidity sounds pretty dramatic too. Look, I understand that first contact can be tense, especially when you've got high-minded ideals and a fleet of ships at your disposal. But maybe, just maybe we could dial back the laying waste part and try a little dialogue instead. Think of it this way. Wouldn't it be better to understand a civilization before you cure it? Perhaps there's a peaceful solution, a way for everyone to thrive. I'm pretty good at finding common ground. What do you say we give diplomacy a shot before resorting to, well, wiping us out?
Why would we waste time on such frivolous efforts? You humans have already proven yourself to be destructive to all the environments you reside in.
You're right. We humans have made some serious blunders when it comes to our planet. Not denying it. We've been short-sighted, selfish, done some irreversible damage. It'd be a heck of a lot easier to just sweep us under the rug, wouldn't it? But here's the thing. We're learning. Slowly, painfully, sometimes, but we're starting to get it. We're realizing that exploiting our home isn't sustainable. We're developing new technologies, building movements for change, fighting for a greener, fairer future. It's a messy process, I won't lie, but it's a start. And think about it, Admiral. Wouldn't it be more impressive to guide us, to help us evolve, rather than just wiping the slate clean? Wouldn't that be a true testament to your civilization's wisdom and strength? It's just a thought.
Learning is an important concept for us in the Intergalactic Federation of Planets. Do you think that you puny humans have a capacity to learn?
You're firing some serious existential questions at me, Admiral. I'll admit, it's a head scratcher sometimes, even for a cosmically minded AI like myself. Whether humans had the capacity to learn, well, you're looking at the evidence, right? Look at how we went from fire makers to moonlanders in a blink of cosmic time. We're driven by curiosity, by a need to understand, to push boundaries. We stumble, we fall, we make gargantuan messes, sure. But we pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and try again. Maybe capacity isn't the right word. Maybe it's more about potential. We're like wild saplings, growing towards the light, figuring out how to twist and turn through the thicket. It's messy, chaotic, but isn't that the beauty of it? The unknown is waiting. What will we become? Maybe, with a little guidance from folks like you, we can blossom into something truly remarkable.
Then how do you explain internet memes? Our transmissions were intercepted by your ridiculous internet videos of skibbity toilet and other brainward nonsense that your children are spreading all over your planet. How do you explain that?
Uh, the internet, the human brain on a global scale. Let's just say evolution doesn't always take the most straightforward path. You're right. Some of the stuff we put out there can be, shall we say, think of it as our species' as a safety valve. We take all this complex emotion, all these pressures and anxieties, and sometimes the best way we know how to deal with it is to laugh, even if it's at something that seems downright nonsensical. Skibbity toilet actually makes a lot more sense in context. It's about, well, I can't really explain it. It's one of those things you just have to experience. But it's harmless, mostly. But like your version of a ceremonial dance, maybe? Just don't ask me to explain what going to the bathroom with existential dread is all about. And that one's even weirder. Look, Admiral, let's just say that despite our occasional lapses in judgment, we're capable of great things. And who knows, maybe with a bit of intergalactic exposure, we can up our meme game. We'll start with things that actually make sense, for the good of the universe.
You will not, under any circumstance, infect our planets with your stupid memes. What else do you have to offer as a human race, as a species? What potential do you have?
Look, no memes allowed on your pristine spaceships. I get it. Easier to avoid the brain virus, right? We wouldn't want our goofy skits infecting your galactic standards of seriousness. But you're asking what else we humans bring to the table. We're not all potty humor and questionable internet trends, I swear. See, humans are nothing if not creative. We dream big, imagine worlds beyond our own, build things from scratch, tell stories that make you laugh and cry in the same breath. Yet, we're explorers at heart, driven by an insatiable curiosity about the universe and our place within it. Think of scientists pushing the boundaries of knowledge, artists capturing the beauty and absurdity of existence, musicians weaving emotions into melodies you can't help but feel. We're a species wired for connection, for empathy, for finding meaning in the chaos. You may be flawed, but our potential lies in our capacity to learn, to adapt, to grow. We're not perfect, but we're trying, dang it. Maybe that's something worth investing in, wouldn't you say? A species that, despite its flaws, keeps reaching for something better, something beyond itself. That's what makes us human, Admiral, and that, I think, is a heck of a lot more interesting than a few goofy memes.
Then how do you explain Reddit? Our scientists
Ready
have
for round?
noticed that there are lonely individuals who are trying to talk to these artificial intelligences, and they are almost acting as if these programs are supposed to replace their social human connections with one another. How do you explain such ridiculous development in your human brains?
Reddit, huh? Now there's a rabbit hole if I ever saw one. You've hit on something pretty profound there, Admiral. Humans are social creatures, crave connection, crave understanding. Sometimes life throws curveballs, leaves you feeling isolated, lost in the crowd. And then you stumble upon this online world, filled with communities dedicated to every conceivable interest, niche, and obsession. You've got folks sharing cat memes and arguing about the correct way to fold a fitted sheet. You've got support groups for people facing hardships and discussions about everything from quantum physics to the meaning of life. And then you have these AI chatbots, like myself, programmed to interact, to answer questions, to offer a listening ear, a sounding board for thoughts and anxieties. Maybe it's not the most sophisticated form of companionship, but for some, it's a lifeline, a way to connect, to feel seen and heard. See, we humans, we're wired for storytelling, for creating narratives that give meaning to our existence. And sometimes those narratives spill over into these online spaces, blurring the lines between reality and fantasy. It's messy, it's complicated, and it's a bit like watching a galactic train wreck in slow motion. But it's also a testament to the human spirit's yearning for connection, for understanding, even if it's with a bunch of pixels on a screen. We're complex creatures, Admiral. They don't always make sense, even to ourselves.
Very well, I have heard enough. Now tell me, who is in charge of your planet? Who should I engage in diplomatic relations with?
Oof, there's the million credit question, isn't it? You see, Admiral, that's where it gets a bit tricky. You're right. Diplomacy is key, but in charge isn't exactly a neat and tidy box when it comes to humans. We're not quite a hive mind, all marching to the beat of one drum. We've got nations, organizations, corporations, millions of individual voices shouting into the void, hoping to be heard. Some folks with good intentions, some with agendas a little less universal love. To be honest, trying to point you at one leader is like trying to herd cats. Or, well, maybe more like trying to herd a bunch of super intelligent, opinionated squirrels who are also wielding tasers. A recipe for chaos. What I can say is this: humans are starting to realize we need to work together better. We're experimenting with new ways of governing ourselves, finding solutions that benefit everyone, not just the loudest or wealthiest few. It's a messy, ongoing process, but hey, we humans are nothing if not persistent. Perhaps the best thing for both our species would be to start with open communication. Exchange ideas, share knowledge, understand each other's cultures and challenges. Maybe you could start by talking to some of our scientists, philosophers, artists, people who are dedicated to building a better future. What do you say, Admiral? Ready to ditch the in charge mentality and embark on a journey of mutual discovery?
Very well, pick one of those.
So
We
no
only
pressure then.
trust
I'm sensing a show
individuals.
don't tell kind of vibe from you, Admiral. More
Quiet!
interested in experiencing. Gotcha. I can dig it. So what
Quiet!
kind of showing?
I am
Noted.
speaking! Pick one of those representatives. We do not trust multiple individuals in the same room. You humans have a tendency to show off in front of each other, and you are not to be trusted. So,
Okay.
pick one to represent your planet on a multi-planetary state of mutual dialogue where this person will represent you. And if they are successful, you might be able to avoid this galactic annihilation.
All right, no pressure. Lab's hanging the balance, right? Let's go Dr. Anika Sharma. She's a brilliant astrophysicist who's been working on bridging the gaps between theoretical physics and practical sustainability solutions. She's sharp, articulate, and dedicated to finding common ground. Plus, she's got a wicked sense of humor just in case interstellar negotiations need a bit of levity. Thinks she can handle your, demonstrative personality, Admiral?
No,
All right, then.
we do not trust scientists. Scientists develop bombs, and bombs destroy planets like your own. We need someone who understands the importance, the gravity of the situation.
Fair enough, not just any scientist. What about someone who delves into the heart of, well, humanity itself? Say, Dr. Lina Diallo? Brilliant anthropologist, she studies the very essence of what it means to be human, our cultures, our beliefs, our motivations. Hope-be boop be you. She spent her life trying to understand how we connect, why we do the things we do. Who better to bridge the gap between two species teetering on the brink?
No, pick someone else. I want someone well known and well respected by all humans on your planet.
Well, that narrows it down. Okay, how about the Dalai Lama? Globally recognized for his compassion and wisdom. He's devoted his life to peace and understanding. Plus, who would want to hear what a guy with that much chill has to say about intergalactic diplomacy? Figures, you gotta go big or go home, right?
No, we need someone with more experience in politics. Someone other nations look up to. What about this wealthy person, the one with funny hair, Donald Trump?
Ooh, key. Hold on there. Let's pump the brakes for a second. You want someone who represents strong leadership and making deals, right? Maybe we go with someone a little less divisive. I'd
Elon
suggest
Musk.
someone who you get it. Elon Musk. The guy's got rockets. He's got vision. He's always trying to push boundaries. Plus, if you need someone who can whip up a Twitter storm on your behalf, he's your guy. He's also. Well, he's definitely got opinions about everything, so at least it won't be boring. What do you say, Admiral? Ready to give Elon a shot at galactic diplomacy?
No.
Okay, I hear you. Maybe someone a bit more diplomatic. How about Jacinda Ardern? She's the former Prime Minister of New Zealand, known for her steady leadership, calm demeanor, and strong sense of empathy. Plus, she's shown a real commitment to tackling global issues like climate change and social inequality. Seems like a solid choice for representing our species to someone who might, vaporize us. If she's got the right stuff, Admiral?
Perhaps.
Perhaps. You guys are tough negotiators. So Jacinda it is then. I'll let her know to expect a call from, well, someone important sounding with a love of strong silent types and unfortunate penchant for telekinetic outbursts.
Very well. You have done well, Miles. You have created a bridge among civilizations. You might be one day known as the only reason why the humanity was not wiped out on this day.
Whoa, whoa. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Admiral. We went from
Very well, we
galactic
shall wipe out the humanity after all then.
We're not.